Whoa, what is going on? There we go. Man, I'm in here jamming, ain't giving y'all no content. Check it out. We have the full um, videos of how we did the package trade. We made our own package trade. We upholstered our package tray, and we mocked up the uh, Venetian blinds that go in the back window. Now we're just doing it permanently. So what I'm doing, and I figured I should might as well make a video with it, is putting it in permanently. So I'm just drilling holes, starting to drill for the screws. Because I had it mocked up for so long, the imprint was already in the upholstery, so I was able just to line up the brackets where they have been sitting, screwed them in, bent the tips over. It's just a straight tip. I mean, I guess I could put a screw in there, but I think that's overkill. With this being made of such a thick board, I shouldn't have to worry about vibration. Got the brackets painted. Remember, they were Battleship gray primer. I got some runs, so I'm going to sand these before I put them on. But really, the only thing you're going to see is this part. But I'm going to sand them a little bit just to make sure that they're looking great. And then they get that installed. If you don't know what a package tray is, that's that area where people usually have their speakers. My speaker is just in my back seat. And I always wonder why people put, I guess they just like music loud, but really if you put a four-way speaker in the back seat, you really don't need 3 full speakers up there. It's just not really necessary, but have my insulation on there to keep the sound from rattling and all of that. So we're just gonna put it in. So I got to get that done, which looks like that's gonna happen today. And I got to play with this. This was never easy to get done. I may, in favor of getting the gaps in order, I might just stretch this hole. But I know that's not right. So I'm going to play with it for a while. It doesn't look like anything is bent, but I got to get it over this way, which is not a problem. Problem is when I pull it over that way, this gap is going to be different from this gap. And you always got to worry about that. Now, and this whole gap issue right here is bugging me. That's got me up at night. But a lot of things have had me up at night with this car, so I'm not really worried about that. I figured it all out. But this bolt is kind of put at an angle trying to get in there. And I got to push it over and do some finagling, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. But other than that, man, this car is freaking beautiful. And this is, I mean, this is a car I can show without the cruiser. Oh, without the cruiser skirts or with. But I bought my Continental kit, 64 Continental kit. I still got some painting I'm gonna do. If you look at here, you see I sanded that down. I'm going to clear the whole car, but I'm gonna repaint this because to be honest with you, I messed it up. But that's the beauty about knowing how to do your car. You mess it up, you can fix it. Body lines are lining up better. They're not perfect, but man, just I couldn't ask for a better outcome. A lot of people have cars that maybe nicer than mine, but mine is A, just as well designed and probably better designed than most people's cars that put a lot of money in them. But 9 times out of 10, most of the people whose car is better than mine, unless this is what they do for a living, they didn't do it all themselves. Now, all themselves. Does that mean I didn't have anybody help me? Of course, I had some people help me. But there wasn't anything done on this car, I guess, like I said, with the exception of the original metalwork, that I wasn't doing. So yeah, did the guy sew my seats? Yes, but I had to rebuild them and install them. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Getting our blinds in permanently. Once they're in this time, we are done with blinds, and that means the back seat area of the car is finished. And, hey, mommy. So we got a lot of our wires hidden. Not all the way, but you should have saw a million of them hanging down. But the stuff that you can see now are things I still got to work with. But that's our update as of this weekend. And as I start a new portion of it, I'll bring it back to you.